This is my drawn structure of the diplotide. The primary structure of the protein is a sequence of amino acids that makes up the protein. Secondary structure is in the shape that the chain of the amino acids takes, such as a beta sheet. Ternary structure is the overall three-dimensional shape of the protein. The quaternary structure is the arrangement of multiple protein subunits together. The forces of the stabilization and primary of the protein covalent bonds. If we look at the, excuse me, if we look at the secondary structure, it is stabilized by hydrogen bonds between amino acids in the protein. Structure is stabilized by a variety of forces. Quaternary structure is stabilized by the forces. Structure. Moving on to problem 2A, the difference between DNA and RNA is that DNA contains deoxyribose sugar, and the DNA has one OH group, and DNA is double strand molecule, while RNA is a single strand molecule. Looking at to answer question C, viruses are tiny and infectious particles. Hold on a moment. Hold on. I'm doing a video. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Viruses are tiny and infectious particles that have a generic material but are not considered living organisms. Okay. I don't think you could have seen the whole time. Hold on, no more. They have a simple structure consisting of a nuclei surrounded by a protein shell called a capsid. Some viruses also have an outer envelope. Hold on. Some virus has an outer envelope made of lipids that helps them enter and that allows them to enter and host what is it called? And host the cells. Moving on to problem. Moving on to problem 3A. Capitalism is the process of breaking down large molecules into smaller ones, while anabolism is the process of building larger molecules from smaller ones. Two types of chemical reactions that tend to be found in catabolic pathways are hydrolysis and oxidation. Hydrolysis breaks down larger molecules into smaller ones while using water. Excuse me. They're able to break down while using water. I'm sorry, there's too much going on right now. Amor, hold on. Hold on. There are two types of chemical. There are two types. Excuse me, where was I? Okay, what was I talking about? We're talking about the water. Hydrolysis breaks down larger molecules, into smaller ones while using oxidation. It involves the removal of electrons in the molecule. Two types of chemical reactions that tend to be found in anabolic pathways are dehydration synthesis and reduction. Dehydration synthesis involves the removal of water and build larger molecules. So, like, say for instance, when you eat starchy foods like bread or pasta, your body breaks down the starch into smaller sugars called, for instance, glucose. This happens through a process called digestion with starch in your mouth with an enzyme called amylases. Amylases breaks down a starch into smaller pieces, which can be further broken down by enzymes in your smaller intestines. These enzymes include maltase, sucrase, and lactase, which break down specific types of sugars. Glucose. One glucose is broken down and absorbed energy or stored later on. Again, these are my two worksheets.